Before we start, I want you to think about one person. Someone you wanted more than they wanted you. Someone you kept choosing, even when the signs were clear, even when it hurt. Now ask yourself, honestly, why did you keep going back? Because it wasn't stupidity, it wasn't weakness, and it definitely wasn't bad luck. There's something deeper happening, underneath all of it, and most people never see it. But once you do, everything starts to make sense. Here's the truth nobody talks about. You don't chase people who don't choose you, despite the pain. You chase them because of it. Think about it. When someone is consistent, available, actually shows up for you, you feel calm. Sometimes even bored. But when someone is distant, unpredictable, hard to read, suddenly you're wide awake. Suddenly they feel important, like they matter more than anyone else. That's not a coincidence. That's your nervous system doing exactly what it was trained to do. Reason number 1, familiar pain. If love growing up was inconsistent, if attention came and went, you learned something without realizing it. Love is something you have to earn. So now, when someone pulls away, it doesn't feel wrong. It feels familiar. And familiar feels like home. Even when home was painful. Reason number 2, intermittent reinforcement. It's the same mechanism behind slot machines. You don't win every time, just sometimes, just enough. And that unpredictability doesn't push you away. It pulls you in deeper. Because you're not chasing them. You're chasing the next moment they might finally choose you. One good day, one real conversation, one moment that feels mutual. And your brain holds on to that, uses it as proof. See? It's possible. Just keep going. But that's not love. That's a loop your brain can't get out of. Reason number 3. This one is harder to admit. Sometimes we chase people who don't choose us, because deep down, we don't fully believe we deserve someone who does. Not consciously. You wouldn't say it out loud. But somewhere underneath, someone who is kind feels too easy. Someone who is available feels suspicious. Someone who actually wants you feels like they must be missing something. So you move toward the one who makes you work for it, because at least that feels real. At least that feels earned. And if they finally choose you, it feels like proof that you were enough. So what do you do with all of this? First, stop calling it love when it feels like anxiety. That constant thinking, that urge to check your phone, that tension in your chest. That's not connection. That's your nervous system in survival mode. Second, stop focusing on the person and start noticing the pattern. Because it was never really about them. It's about what they represent, what they trigger, what old story they fit into. Third, and this is the hardest one, start letting in the people who actually show up. Not because it feels intense, but because it feels safe. Consistency isn't boring. You've just been taught to see it that way. The pattern doesn't break when they change. It breaks the moment you see it. Same feeling, different person, same ending. Until one day, you stop asking, "Why don't they choose me?" and start asking, "Why do I keep choosing this?" Because the goal isn't to stop caring. It's to stop abandoning yourself while you do. You can feel deeply. You can want someone. But you don't have to disappear to keep them. And once you understand that, you stop chasing what was never choosing you. But this pattern goes deeper than you think. Most people see it and still repeat it. In the next video, we're going into something even harder. Why you lose yourself in relationships before they even begin. If you've ever felt that, subscribe, because this is just the surface. There's more most people never see. And once you start noticing it, you can't unsee it. This is how I see it.